Hey guys, I'm back. Oh my god, I had like a major breakthrough. I don't know if you've been watching all my videos, but there are like certain things that always kind of come up in my videos. Like I'm always having some kind of urinary tract infection thing, hair loss, which I understand. Like a lot of you may be getting those because of surgery, may not drinking enough water. Hair loss is a major concern with this whole surgery stuff. But it just never really went away for me. And I was even having hair loss prior to having surgery. Like for 6 months before surgery, I'm having hair loss. And then, like back in October, it's now June, I'm just having weird, like, urinary tract infection feeling, just this burniness. But yet, I'd go to the doctor and they'd be like, well, you don't really have like an infection, but we did find something. Here's some antibiotics. And constantly I'm going, I need antibiotics, and they give me antibiotics. And I'm thinking maybe I'm not drinking enough water, and so I'm dehydrated and it's causing urinary tract infections. So there's that. And then for like months and months, like sex has been horrible. I don't really want it. When I do have it, it's not very good, and it's like painful. Um, and then that led to like issues with problems in my marriage because he's unhappy. I don't want to have sex. And then I start having these like thoughts, like bad thoughts, like I want to kill myself. I want a divorce. I don't love my husband. I have to get away from this. I don't want to deal with my life. I want to like run away. Just I didn't feel like myself. Um, that's all the only way I can describe it. Just don't feel like myself. And then like recently, I really was having like anxiety attacks. I was like having like hot flashes, and then I was getting so depressed I wasn't really eating anymore. And I've now lost a bunch of weight, and I got down to 148. I was up at 158, and now I'm down to 148. And then I think like the last 2 days I've been feeling better, and I've been eating a little bit more. I'm back to 150. So the only that was the only positive of all this craziness is that I really felt like catatonically depressed, and I didn't want to eat anymore, and so I lost some weight. Um, so yeah, I started looking in. So I go to um, some women's doctor thing and tell her all my concerns, like how like I'm just sex is painful, and she's all like, oh, well, you may have a yeast infection. Let's treat that first. And then if you still feel horrible afterwards, come back. And she said you may have an estrogen issue. And then I start looking up estrogen issues, and it's like hair loss, just like, loss of elasticity in your lady bits, and just like constant UTIs, constant yeast infections, anxiety, depression. Like, it was like everything I've been complaining about um, and it was weird. It was like reading menopausal women symptoms, and I have them, and it's just so bizarre to be like, what am I menopausal? Like, and I think they said like women who have lost a lot of weight and have low body fat, your estrogen gets kind of weirded out because of that. Um, so yeah, and then of course the birth control I had put in my arm. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. So that is messing with my estrogen. The weight loss is messing with my estrogen, and I'm starting to think that they're looking at the symptoms. I've always had some issues with hormonal things because my mom, when I was younger, would always think, "Oh, Jen, you can't lose weight. It must be your thyroid." She was always like thought it was my thyroid. No one ever thought it was like my hormones or whatever. I always suffer from weird acne all the time. If you see my videos, I always have weird acne. So yeah, I have an appointment in 2 days, and I am like convinced that I have some estrogen issues. I've always felt my whole life something has been off, and now to really like find, to read about low estrogen and just to be like, I have that, 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 I have that. And then like last week, I felt, so I'm thinking last week I'm dehydrated because I started feeling this like ants crawling on my face. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not drinking enough water. So I just started drinking a lot of water. And I think it would help. I don't know. I felt insane. Just the weird feelings I felt everywhere. And that was also creepy, just feeling this tingling. I'm thinking like, is it allergies? Am I dehydrated? Um, but I gotta say, the one thing that has been helping me is drinking the water. It actually makes me feel a little better. Stay away from carbs. Carbs and sweets and alcohol kind of make you have like crazy bad thoughts and make you kind of feel a little unstable. And the third thing, coffee brings you back to your correct levels. Whenever I drink coffee in the past, I feel like like I feel like almost high, happy, and I just thought like I had a hard time, my body taking in caffeine. It was like a weird thing for it. I don't know. But now, drinking coffee, I feel like it's bringing me to normal levels. I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird. My husband made me some coffee this morning, and I'm all like riding. And then I would think that in the past when I would drink a lot of coffee, I couldn't sleep. I slept great last night. So, but I did read that caffeine actually helps women with low estrogen and gets your estrogen levels like up a little bit. I don't know. And also, if you watch my videos, I had a hard time going to the gym. I could not get myself to go to the gym. I just felt drained, and I'm like, I'm eating enough protein? What the hell is wrong with me? And then I read one of the symptoms of like low estrogen is like exercise intolerance. Like you just don't have the to exercise. And even when I'm exercising, doing something I really love, like gardening or whatever, I just find myself I gotta take a break. I can't keep going. And I'll have drank enough water, I'll have had enough protein, and I just feel like there's just something missing. So the steps to fix this, I really am not sure. I mean, I can get rid of this birth control that's in my arm and get something that's non-hormonal, that one that they stick up in there. It's like a little tea. It's like this plastic tea. But I hear like if you haven't had kids, that thing is like kind of painful when they stick that up there because, when you have a kid, things open up, and, when there's no kid, it's like, yeah. So that would be a good option. And then they also said something about an estrogen cream. But then, you run into these issues if you add an extra estrogen. I've heard about like breast cancer and, oh God, I don't know. It's tricky. But yeah, like if you're having a lot of the issues that I've had, this could be your problem. So I'm going to go see the doctor in 2 days. And I am really convinced that this is what it is. It's like I have everything on the damn lists. It's like, it's crazy the amount of things I have that are, associated with people who have low estrogen. But it just creeps me out because it's like, these are menopausal symptoms, and I have all of them, Yeah. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Bye, guys.